Hi everyone, this is Connie from conniechapman.com, and in today's video I want to talk to you about the difference between knowing something and living it. And I can really relate to this topic because for years I was that person who was really good at acquiring a lot of information and learning and I had all this knowledge, but I wasn't necessarily applying it to my own life. I had this whole bookcase full of personal development books, and I would attend every workshop or event that was running, and was constantly reading blogs and magazines and just learning all of this stuff, but I wasn't living it. And that was really being reflected in my life because I wasn't experiencing the changes or the shifts that I really wanted to experience. And I see this a lot in my coaching clients as well. We spend years getting all this information, but it really means nothing unless you're living it. So today I want to share a couple of practices with you that you can begin to take on board if you're finding that you're falling into this trap of gaining all this information and not actually living it. The first thing that I would recommend is that you start creating a couple of daily practices, a couple of rituals and routines that you can do every day. So maybe choose 2 to 3 things that you know are really supportive for you, whether it's your meditation practice or yoga practice. Maybe it's journaling, maybe it's having your little morning routine, maybe it's the way that you nourish your body, whether it's having your daily green smoothie or going out for a run, being in nature, maybe even doing some practical exercises from books or things that you've learnt. Whatever it is that you know will be really supportive for you to start to create the shifts that you want to create in your life. And commit to a couple of practices, even if you want to start with one, that you can do daily. So you build this up as a daily practice and it starts to just become part of your way of being. It starts to become a routine and a ritual for you. The second thing I would recommend is to start to become conscious of who you're being and how you're feeling in each moment. This work is really about becoming more conscious, more self-aware, and catching ourselves moment by moment with who we're being. Very often we set these future goals and have these future visions about this person we want to become, and we forget about who we're being right now. But right now is so important because it's your now that is creating your reality. It's your now that's creating your future. So it's important to be conscious and aware of who you're being now. So maybe check in with yourself at various intervals through the day just to notice what's going on inside of you. How are you feeling? And if you're finding that you're feeling a bit flat, a bit negative, a bit off, it's probably a clear indication that maybe something's going on in your mindset. Maybe you're thinking about something from the past that doesn't make you feel good, telling that same old story that's really disempowering. Maybe you're focusing on something that you don't want or don't like in your life, or maybe you've sort of fallen into a little puddle of negative thinking. Whatever it is, just catch yourself. It's about starting to catch yourself moment by moment and see what's going on inside of you. If initially you don't feel that you have the ability to change it, just observe it. Just notice it and start to become aware of what's going on inside of you. But if you do have a little toolkit of practices that can support you to start to change that thinking, to change your energy state, then you can apply that as well. The third thing I would recommend is to join us on the 90-Day Transformation Project. Now, this project was something I created with structured week-by-week work. I actually reflected on everything I'd done in my own life when I really started to apply this stuff and create change. And I compiled that into a 90-day program that guides you week by week through different areas of work. I don't inundate you with huge amounts of information. Instead, I give you practical exercises, workbooks, meditations, and a whole range of other activities that help you actually do the work week by week to create that beautiful change that you're seeking. You get this phenomenal community of support and you get lifetime access to all the resources and to your community as well. This really is, I feel, one of the most supportive things that you can do if you're wanting to actually live this stuff. Live what you know, because it only works if you work it. So there's no point spending all your time reading all these books and blogs if you're not actually living it. So I hope you guys have found that useful. For me personally, it was when I really started applying everything that I knew that I started to see the shifts and changes in my life. So I hope you've taken a few valuable suggestions from this video. I'd love to hear your feedback and comments if you want to share anything with me, and if you want to join us on the 90-day transformation project, then I would love to see you in there. Have a beautiful day. Bye.